So here we are, we're at the heart of the Golden Center, and right next to me are two very handsome gentlemen, the two top global executives. So may I please ask you, Mr. Hyde, why would you choose this place?
As you told with your words, Golden Center or heart of Golden Center in Hong Kong. We are on the way to a security house where we'll secure our assets.
How about Mr. Syed? What do you think about this place as well?
Yeah, this is fantastic. We're looking in the whole world for something like this, and now we found it. And it's not too easy to come in this place.
With intelligent technology, eye scanners, fingerprinting, and double and more checking system.
We are very excited, and it's a safety system for you, for us, and for our whole company.
So I'm sure that all the goals for here will be really, really safe. And thank you so much for sharing with us, and thank you for choosing the security house to store all of our gold. Thank you very much.
Technology. All right, family. Greetings, everyone. As you make it technology, looking like we're having some technical difficulty with this stream. So, family, man, we're CEO of FardMoney. Family, y'all know we are here to enlighten in warfare in a mathematic, systematic way that everyone can understand. We provide a system that builds wealth and leverage for the average person through network and affiliate marketing. We are introducing to the world the future of money, which is gold in currency form, physical and digital. FardMoney is a brand and network for the people. Family, we are excited today to bring y'all this news, and y'all already know, family, we've been doing this show for a few months now, and we haven't had too many guests, but we are moving so fast that I have to get myself out of the way and let y'all hear from other Black entrepreneurs, business owners, other people that y'all can definitely count on or get an understanding. And not only just that, but our guests tonight, like guests, we got some special guests too that's going to blow some people's minds out, right, that I wasn't even aware of. But family, listen, this brother here, who I'm finna bring to this platform right now, not only is he a business partner of mine, or a business associate of mine, and also a personal mentor that I got on speed dial. We stay up late at night sometime, all through the nights. Our wife telling us to get in the bed. Both of us married. They both tell us to get in the bed, and we chopping it up. But not only are we Carabao International affiliates, but we are also FOI. That is a Muslim male member in the Nation of Islam under the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So our bond is on twofold. So this is my brother. This is the CEO of what we call Team Freedom and the freedom stands for finding entrepreneurs, real entrepreneurs. I had to let him say it right. Real entrepreneurs with a millionaire mindset to develop into a millionaire mindset, family. I might have butchered it right there, but my brother got it. So Team Freedom, Team Fard, family, we been made the connection, family. We are really one, but we are all under the Wealth Builders of Wealth. Why? That's why y'all see me with my pen. I'm a global director with the Wealth Builders, family. My picture is on the Wealth Builders site. So, family, with no delay, let me bring on my brother, entrepreneur, professional network marketer, the CEO of Team Freedom. My brother, this is long overdue. Kevin 2X.
Peace and blessings, beloved. Can you hear me okay?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me okay, soldier?
Yes, sir. We hear you loud and clear.
Yes, sir. Praise Allah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's an honor to be able to be here on this platform with you once again with FardMoney and, the team Supreme, and, you know what I mean? And to be here back in this seat with you guys, man. And thank you for that amazing introduction, brother. And wow, I'm excited to be here. I've been anticipating being able to lend my voice to this particular platform with you guys today, man, all day. So, man, let's fire away, brother. I'm ready.
Man, listen, I got some questions for you, and I see we got a special guest on. We'll bring him on, but so let's get you through these questions because I prepared this for you. So let's get to it, family. All right. What year did you become an FOI?
I registered in the Nation of Islam in 1994, just a few months prior to the 1995 Million Man March. I was actually I was one of the players that helped build and bring the mighty men that we were around at that time to that whole historical movement of the Million Man March. So 1994.
1994. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Didn't know that. History for us. Okay. Who is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to you?
Oh man, that's my spiritual father, brother, all day. Hands down, man. He is the individual that gave me life, my spiritual life, and he's actually the individual that basically has been my how would you say it? The person that I look to, the person that I as the example of manhood. Because I prior to my meeting of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I was just I was a young guppy out here without no guidance and not really looking to what could have been as an example of a solid, dignified Black man in America suffering from, the mental suppression that we were dealing with at that particular time. So he is my spiritual father. He is the person that I look to for my spiritual and my mental guidance as a Black man in America. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. How long have you been an entrepreneur?
All my life. As long as I can remember, back to probably my first taste of entrepreneurship came when I was probably about 9 or 10, I think it was. And I'm gonna give real transparent with you in some of these questions, brothers. So I hope your audience is absolutely ready. Don't judge. It's just my truth. It's my story. You know what I mean?
Business and warfare. We break it all down. Hey.
Yes, sir. So I gotta let it be known. We speak the truth regardless of circumstances. And so, right around about the humble years of 9, I had brothers. I'm the youngest of 9 children. 8 now. I had my oldest brother was assassinated back in 1997. So, but being the youngest of 9, I had older brothers that were my examples. And at that time, my brothers was in the street. They were street hustlers, and me watching and seeing some of the things that they were doing um, were glorified to me. I just kind of fell in those examples, into those traits to my brothers, and I got my first taste of entrepreneurship by you know um, being in the street selling dope at 9 years old. So that's where it started back then. My first taste is now. On the flip side to that, my dad has always been an entrepreneur. I was raised. He was an owner operator. He had a very successful trucking company at the time, and had been an entrepreneur since he was young. And I think my father owned his own and first auto mechanic garage when he was about 18 or 19 years old. So he used to do a lot of work on dump trucks and tractor trailers and motorcycles. He was the captain of a motorcycle club, and so entrepreneurial ship was already built in my DNA and my blood. And as I saw that through my brothers, I just had a taste of it at a very early age.
Oh, praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. What made you see the power of network marketing?
What made me see the power of network marketing? What made me see the power of network marketing? I think it was the leverage. I think that it was being able to leverage the efforts of other people and get paid more for someone else's sweat equity as opposed to my own. I think that's what really triggered me. We have a mentor by the name of Mr. Tyrone Best. He says it in this fashion. He said that back in the 80s, he saw the dots, he saw the circles, and some people who've been in the industry can relate to back in those late days or early days. It was all about a whiteboard or a flipboard, and they would get on there and show you how if you told somebody who told somebody who told somebody, and it went through that whole process, this is what could be the end result. And I was birthed into network marketing from those circles as well. It made sense to me. I knew that I could communicate. I was already communicating with people when it came to, whatever product or service I was involved in at the time. And so, I was sold on the blue dots. I was not the blue dots. I was sold on the circles. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, family. We're watching on Facebook, and we're on Facebook, Fard Money. We're also on Facebook on my backup page, Fard MacD, and we also on our YouTube channel, Fard Money. So, and okay, next question. Okay, we're going through these. Okay, can you explain the logic of carrot bars at no limit of time?
Absolutely. I could explain it with my eyes closed in my sleep. I mean, I know, shoes. Sometimes, man, being asleep, I'm sure I do talk about the logic of carrot bars. It's absolutely, you know, man. Please to understand that, you know, exchanging a fiat currency for an appreciating asset, it needs no logic. I mean, someone could absolutely understand if they knew what real money was, what that means. And so but I think that the challenge with us is understanding what real money is. I think that that's where the disconnect comes in, because we were taught, we were programmed, we were, given a whole nother understanding of what we thought buying power came from. And so therefore our direction has been put somewhere else. Our focus in that has been shifted somewhere. But if a person understood what real money was, it would be no logic. It would be no need for any logic. They would just understand exchanging your depreciating assets for appreciating assets, and it would just make all the sense in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. How do you view Mr. Dr. Harris Sykes?
My view of Dr. Harold Sykes is of a visionary. I believe that this gentleman was divinely positioned with a vision and the resources to carry that vision forth. He in my opinion, had a heart, a sensitivity of, coming through humble beginnings, from a family that did not have, and he was able to utilize his resources to create something for the masses of the people to be able to not go through the struggle that he experienced at one time in his life. And he was selfless enough to say that I can take what I've built now and use that for the masses of people and give them the same opportunity. Some people aren't built like that. Some people, you got to be divinely shaped to say that I want to give profits or value or something to that effect to other people, the masses of people, let alone just the people that are within your circle. Sometimes we talk that, me and my team, right? Well, it wasn't the team that he was referencing was the world as its best. So that's how I view him. I view him as a man with a mission, a vision, and having the resources to carry it out.
Yes, sir, man. Awesome, awesome, man. All right, this it, man. You're gonna have to bring it with this one. This one I had to hit you with one. Hey, this one I say this one for you, brother. Because we have a saying in Fard Money, man, that we are new millennium bankers, right? New millennium bankers, because that's what we bring into the world, something new. And we stand on that, and we're going to stand on that till it's over with, because we know in one thing, we're going to be here because our product is a long-term product, so we don't worry about nothing. I have got everything that I ever ordered from Karatbars International, any commissions I have got, and then we know coming from the teachings of the Nation of Islam from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we was always told that this day was going to come.
Oh, yeah.
But we never knew what it was going to look like. But when we studied the book, The Future of Money, right, he got a subtitle right here letting us know how it's going to happen. It's just right here on the front, on the cover of it. How gold will revolutionize our methods of payments, right? Gold cannot be the medium of exchange without a payment system, right? But we are sitting at the seat, in a seat at this new monetary system, right? That's going to eventually engulfing the whole world will be using it, right? Not saying that there won't be other payment systems, but Karatbars International is definitely going to be one of them, right? So we know that without a shadow of a doubt. So my question is, please explain what it means to be a new millennium bank.
Well, heavy responsibility. I'm gonna say that because to whom much is given, much is required. And to be a new millennial banker, I love that terminology because it allows us to be thinking like the wealthy, which leads me back to the acronym to our team freedom. You know what I mean? And so as we build to our team, we're finding real educated entrepreneurs to help develop others to a millionaire mentality. And in that whole process, real is always in capital and bold letters because you have people who are out here in the world or the society as we know that are just they're in the entrepreneurial space, but they're broke on another level. So we can't call that real entrepreneurship. If I'm making $100,000 a year, but I can't teach you how to make that same $100,000 a year, then where's my entrepreneurship? As an entrepreneur, I should be able to teach you to be able to get where I'm at and greater than. And so a lot of people don't reveal the truth about their entrepreneurship, that they really just broke on another level. You look good on the surface because you got the house that's not yours because you really just own a mortgage. You got the business that you're not profiting, what I'm saying? Your profit margins are really weak, and the reason why I'm able to speak to some of this is because I was that guy. I had the businesses, I had the franchise, and I had the construction company. I had the trucking company that was what I thought to be successful because I had 10 tractor trailers and people driving for me, going across the country, and box trucks, and I mean contracts with multiple furniture establishments and things to that effect, and it looked good from the surface, but I was choking behind doors. I had bills, I had overhead, I had payroll, I had people that I had to babysit every day, grown men, what I'm saying, some women. And it was crazy because it was a headache on a whole nother level. And most entrepreneurs don't teach you the behind the scene. They don't talk to you about what you're going to get involved when you're doing all of these things. And so therefore, when I founded this organization and this Team Freedom, I said to myself that freedom was the ultimate objective. I wanted my business freedom. I wanted that freedom to be able to, have my time when I wanted to. I wanted to be able to have, be on the other side of money. And I'll always say that, it's not about being rich, because, wealth has no dollar value. It has no, dollar stamp to it. It's just being on the other side of money, meaning that there's no process or nothing that's holding you when it's time to stroke the check. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever bill you got to pay, whatever, thing that you want to purchase, you just stroke the check. And so most of us can't say that we're on the other side of money, because if you tap into that bankroll, then basically you're taken away from something else that was already spent. So freedom to be financially free, and then freedom to have time, your time back, because that's really the most precious asset on the planet, hands down, your time, because you only get one clock.
Teach, bro. Teach, brother.
And
Teach.
so having that life clock,
Yes, sir.
you got to be able to try to figure out how to make the most of that dash that's in the middle of your birth and your death date. And so you can't buy back when you was 15. You can't buy back when you were 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy that back. So the greatest asset is your time. And we end up spending more of our life chasing the dollar or buying the time, as opposed to understanding that time freedom is our inherited birthright. And so, my mission is to really get that time freedom. And then ultimately, once you have time freedom and you don't know what to do with yourself, you want to be able to go somewhere. You know what I mean? So having location freedom is the next dial that's on the board. And being there, I just look forward to the day of being able to go to the airport and order me a flight the same way I would order a meal out of a restaurant. You know what I mean? No thought to it, just spontaneous. Hey, to my best friend or my significant other, or whatever the case may be, what you want to do today? I don't know. Let's go to France for breakfast. Hey, let's do it. And we just go up at the airport and make that happen. You know what I mean? But the blessing in it is when I could pick up the phone and call my partners like Supreme and say, Brother Supreme, you and your wife meet us in France. We ready to go over there for breakfast. And it's like, yep, I'll see you when I get there. That's the beauty of being in the industry that we're in, because we don't have no ceilings upon what we can make, what we can earn, and the way that we can acquire wealth. The limitations are only the ones that we place upon ourselves. So I'm excited to be a part of the company that we are affiliated with, because it has the most sexy and the most beautiful product that I could really think of on the planet. You know what I mean? And to be able to attach myself to the next Alpha and Omega, as opposed to God, is his money. You know what I mean? Gold has been here from the beginning, and it's going to be here in the end. So I'm excited to be connected to that product.
Yes, sir, man. Man, them some amazing stuff, man. Time and location freedom. There's nothing better, man, since we, got exposed to we've been studying Ty Falcone, but we was actually studying before that event took place, which I was a part of, me and a few more of the team members, right? And we've been calling the professionals. Like I really just call professionals every day. Like I show you my book. These just all professionals that I done called, you know what I'm saying, in the last couple of days or something, just all professionals. And that's what they say. I don't have time. So I asked them, I said, well, I thought you doing what you're doing to be free, right? They were
Right.
like, yeah, well, what if I could show you something that could give you some of your time back? Would you look at that? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So man, so before we segue to the next phase of this, brother, man, I don't know. Should I let you bring this next brother on, man? I don't know if I could even introduce him, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see can will you go ahead and bring the next guest on, man, which is a very, very special guest. This brother is dear to both of us, but I'm gonna let you introduce him, since this was, your thing. So
No,
go ahead and do it, brother.
I mean, brother, it would be my honor to be able to bring him to the forefront. But see, what happens is, let me just kind of lay the premise here. First and foremost, I know he's extremely busy, and I bear witness to the day that he's had today because I've shared in some of the conference calls and the trainings and the things that he had on his plate just as of today. So I don't, as I introduce him, I'm only going to ask for just a moment of his time, for him to lend his voice to this, which I'm humbly, gracious that he would peep his head in to do for us. But it's one of those type of things when you're in the seat of a mentee, right? And you have great mentorship, but to be able to have your mentor to shadow in and to help navigate your process, man, it's a humbling space for me to be. So to be able to, I don't want to use the word report because we don't have no bosses in this industry. We just have folks that care a lot about your success. And he's one of those types of individuals that looks upon me in that fashion. And so therefore I confer with him just as a great coach or a great mentor, And so when I shared with him that I would be having this conversation with you, he wanted to peep in and wants this, in this, that, and the third. So I love when he can come in and share some powerful, amazing information. I'm learning everything that I know about this industry from him, not just from his wisdom, but also from his example. Man, he has had and shown me the exemplaration of, freedom. He and his whole entire family are now free because of the industry that we're in and the company that we've partnered with. And he was a mortgage banker for several years, managing 3 different corporate offices in his city. And, the income in a very high 6-figure, margin, he was able to replace that salary in 103 days when he got involved with this particular company. And so that type of feat that he did, that tenacity deserves absolute praise. It deserves. I mean, because you can't just, without a certain type of sweat equity and without a certain type of commitment and conviction, you that just does not happen. So it humbles me to be able to even share a platform with this gentleman, so to be able to introduce him and bring him to the front. I introduced to some of you all, but present to the others that may have never been exposed to this gentleman's voice. My mentor, Mr. Michael Delco. If he's there and he hears us and he can share just a few moments of his time, we definitely would greatly appreciate it. Coach, are you there?
I'm here. Good evening, Mr. Kevin Thompson. Good evening to you, Brother Supreme X. Happy to be on the stream with millionaire Muslims. you, you brothers question this thing, and I really, truly I ask Mr. Thompson to let me jump on the stream, not to say anything, but to listen and to be poured into, to literally be ministered to. I was actually on the phone and on a live stream, on a stream, a Zoom, a working Zoom with Mr. Thompson for the last hour. My wife actually said, uh, "You were on the phone with Kevin for the last 13 hours." It probably felt like 13 hours because I'm telling you guys right now, the man in the middle right there puts in the work. Relentless. Kevin Thompson is a professional, relentless networker. He's always putting in the work. When he's not building the team, he's building the leaders. And he's a gentleman I can actually call on when I'm feeling like I need some inspiration. You know, you spend a lot of time, I feel like I'm a very positive person, and probably only my wife gets to hear me do that big exhale. She actually told me today I pulled up somewhere and I went, and what did you say, baby? You said that sigh is devastating. Is that the word you use? Yeah, she said that sigh is devastating. I was like, devastating?
Wow.
Because she knows I really do. I give it all. I don't start a day. I don't when my feet hit the floor, I don't stand up on the floor to say, well, let me just get through this day. Ladies and gentlemen, when I stand up on the floor, I'm standing up to dominate.
Yes.
That is my feeling. I feel like I have the power of Almighty God in my heart, and his power is surging through everything that I do. I am one with God, and God is everything. So
Yeah.
I don't wake up to just get through the day. I'm not a guy living saying, thank God it's Friday. So that at the end of my life, I'm saying, thank God it's over. Man, I'm squeezing every ounce of juice out of life, every possible second. If I'm waking up saying, babe, let's jump on the bikes and let's go ride. I'm trying to maximize my health. And when I get home, I sit behind my desk. I can hear the enemy say, oh, no, because I'm sitting in my place of power. When I sit down behind that computer, I'm trying to change somebody's life. I don't ever get on a stream and talk just to be talking. When I get on the stream, I want you to feel me when I'm saying this. This business is going to change your life.
Yes.
Now, I'm arrogant and audacious enough to believe that even if you don't believe what I just said, that's too bad because you heard me. And I believe my words have creative power. This business is going to change your life. Look, you got one more time for me to say that. I'm giving your doubts a chance to pack up on their own and get out. This business is going to change your life. It's not accidental that you're up on this stream at 10:30 at night Eastern Standard Time. The reason why I don't have my camera on is because I put it down for the night and I'm having a bad hair day. but guess what? You don't need to see my bad hair to hear my strong voice. I'm telling you right now, I feel as strong right now as I did early this morning. It has been an interesting, heavy day. So when I get on these streams, first of all, I get on to hear. But now I also realize that I'm fueled with the power of Almighty God. So when I talk, I know what's coming out. But it's only as effective as your ears. Look, write this down in your heart, if not on paper. Your ears are more powerful than my voice. Look, your ears are more powerful than the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's voice. Your ears are more powerful than the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's voice. Your ears are more powerful than Jesus Christ's voice because everybody hears the same stuff. But what do you take out of it? What do you draw down into your spirit? What
Teach.
action and activities do you put to the words that you hear? There is there is no my wife is right here, so she's my word police. I got to say this like she was teaching me. Uh, I don't have an advantage on you. That's the best way I can say it. I do not have, did I say it right that time? I do not have an advantage on
What?
you.
Hold on one second.
Okay? You have the equal opportunity as me. I out earned my sponsor by several hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and he's above me. Wake up, people who think you understand network marketing. You don't.
No.
No,
You
no way.
absolutely don't understand this business.
No way.
You allow people who don't know, they're broke, or both to influence your understanding of an industry that I'm sitting here telling you in 103 days it freed me and I've not worked a job since March 3rd of 2014. And I don't have any unfair advantage over you. I had the inspiration of desperation. When I saw an opportunity, when I saw a train that was smoking to freedom, I jumped on. And yes, I was dragging a little bit on the sides because I didn't get all the way on there. And it hurt. A whole bunch of people told me no. I don't even remember them. I don't remember
Real.
them. I only remember the ones who said yes.
That's it.
Man, I could literally talk all night. Thank you, Brother Supreme X. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Twix Thompson, for letting me scream at y'all a little bit. Man, that's why I try to stay off these streams, man. I get crunk. Now I'm going to be up 2 hours. Y'all got me sweating over here.
Man,
So
come
thank you,
on, bro.
brothers.
Come on, man. I love it. I love it.
Hey, I just want to say, man, it's an honor and a pleasure for you to grace our platform, right? Because since I've been in carrot bars, I have been nurturing myself from your YouTube channel, like your old YouTube videos, Mr. Darko, And I'm gonna say this, family. Nobody get mad. Nobody look at me no kind of way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just say this, right? I haven't never told my wife. Probably the only one know this, and the co-founder of FardMoney, brother Leon 1X, right? He probably the only one know this, right? I get on the power call for the pre-call, and I love all the moderators, right? But I feel like I missed the power call if I miss Mr. Dialco, what he say to open up the call, and what Mr. Tibet say. I actually feel like I missed the call if I missed that segment right there, right? So that's just how powerful it is, to be. But only networking to do that. You know what I'm saying? And only networking to do that. And family, for everybody watching, y'all got to understand that y'all are looking at 3 black men that don't have a job, that are all husbands and are all fathers. We all have children, multiple children, right? All of us, right? And then we in like three different generations right here. You know what I'm saying? But family, that's what y'all are looking at, and that's the power of what we have, man. So I'm gonna give it back. I just want to throw that in to let the audience know
Yeah,
we got 3 black men, 3 husbands, and 3 fathers
Woo.
right here
yeah,
with no
yeah,
place to go. No place to go.
yeah. Let me say this since you threw some gasoline on my fire.
Yes.
I'm trying to relax, man. You're dangerous, brother. You're dangerous. Look, man, I when I decided I wanted to listen in on the stream tonight, it's been when I say a heavy day, it's because I feel like a burden for people. I see people struggle. We have been trained, guys, write this one down. We have been trained to be broke. Come on. Literally, our parents, as soon as we were in our impressionable years, ages 1 through 5, is when you learn 80% of everything you know.
Mm-hmm.
80% of everything you will ever learn is put in your field, your harvest field, which is your mind, between 1 and 5. After 5, you're just like absorbing little bits and pieces. You know enough by age 5 to survive. Everything else is just little bitty pieces and parts. And before age 5, we drop our beautiful, precious gifts from God off into the arms of a stranger so we can go back to work and not make enough.
Well,
I'm getting so
$9.
fired up right now. I'm getting so fired up right now. And like Jamil Muhammad says, to make crippled dollars, and then we put them in cricket banks.
Mm.
And then we stay at work all day. We let someone else impress our children with their influences and their personalities, and our children are not growing up with the benefit of our personalities and influences, even though they have our DNA. The DNA strand is even chipped off and broken away by the influence and personalities of people who are not a part of their bloodline. And then they come home and you see them acting out in ways that are not a part of what you instilled in them, and you try to figure out why. And our families are scattered across the universe because we're chasing dollars instead of chasing freedom. So literally, man, I can't stand to see people struggle. I can't stand it. I'm obsessed with saying any one or two parts that I can say that represent my little small piece of this universal puzzle to yank somebody to freedom. If nothing more than to touch your mind where you say, I got to do better because you can. These opportunities are plenteous. They're plenteous. So open your heart, open your mind, listen to these brothers. They're telling the truth. I'm a living witness to it. There's my little brother, Kyrie, and I'm a living witness to it. Me and my wife talk about how cute he is all the time. Put that baby in movies now. So again, maybe I won't say anything else, but don't provoke me no more, Brother Supreme X. Don't provoke me.
Oh, I'm about to cook your grist, coach, with this one right here. See, the title that Brother Supreme utilized tonight was being able to become new millennial bankers. And the reason why I called my son down here just a minute, as you guys can see, he was running down here and I had to stop him for a moment. But this is what he does for me. This is my why. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. How old are you, Kyrie?
7.
7 years old. What do you do for me every day?
Grab you water. Refill your water.
Is that a job for you?
Yeah.
How much do you get paid?
$2
$2 how often?
every week.
Every week. What's your payday?
Friday.
And then what do you do with your money?
I put it in the safe.
You put it in the safe. And once you count all your money up and put it in the safe, then what do you do with it? What's your intentions?
I save it.
Save it. Now, after you save this money, what's your plan once you save it? What you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna use it towards like something that I'll really need.
Something that you really need. Now, is one of those things that you really need gold?
Yes.
Fantastic. So the point that I'm trying to make to you guys is that from what Coach was just saying about being able to drop your children off to someone else that leaves the impression. See, I'm so grateful to be able to say that what this industry has done for me has allowed me the opportunity to be in every moment of this young man's life. Every moment. From the time that he was going to pre-K up until present, I mean, from the day that he was born. And I have been impressing upon him in his mind exactly what I need him to understand about money. Because we understand it as grown adults. Money it's impressed upon us to where we chase it every single day. So I instill the value for him to understand what it is that he's going to get and what the real money is about. So I pay him. I pay him for a service that he renders to me. He makes sure that I have my ice and my water every single day when I get down here and I get parched. So I don't have to go up to this, to go get a cup of ice water. That's his job. And he does it so very well. He checks in on me and comes and makes it happen. And for that, he's paid. And he gets raises. And then we count the money together. And then we deposit it into these crooked banks just so that he could exchange it for real money. And it's the blessing. It is the absolute blessing to be able to be with him every day, all day. This quarantine has put it so that, man, we were already traveling about the world. And I love it because Coach can attest to the fact that we were able to step on 5 continents last year, 2019 together, me and him. And we were able to travel about the world and being able to see some amazing things based on this company. But the best part about it was that when the world slowed down and it put me back into a situation where I could wake up when I was finished sleeping every single day, this being my alarm clock. Some of y'all will catch that, man, tomorrow at 2:00. But I'm telling you, this being my alarm clock to wake up when I was finished sleeping and to literally go to sleep when I'm tired, right, Kyrie?
Yeah.
That's what we do. So we have it a ball. It's all about getting free and all about being able to have the time to be impressionable to the ones that need it the most. So, man, Supreme, I really appreciate you being able to lend this type of. This was impromptu. This wasn't even planned. But I mean, when Coach got to talking about being able to, or the life that we live by sending our children out there. Another addition to my family, My daughter just had a beautiful baby boy. He's about 5 months old now. And, to see her be able to come up now without the pressure of having to go to a job, for her to be able to raise her son and to know that she has a backbone, that at any point and at any time she can leave him in the hands of real people that care, and they're going to take care of him just like she would in her absence, to make sure that he's safe and secure, and to be able to already be putting together their future, so that they have what they need. I mean, it's just an amazing feeling. Back to you, Coach Dalco.
Yeah, yeah, we're raising a nation, guys. Here's another one. Write this down. We're raising a nation of free people.
Free people.
Imagine what that would be like. Every person you touch, you have the potential to lead them to becoming free. I said this on the stream today, and Mr. Ty Best, my personal mentor, taught me this. He's the CEO and founder of our team, Wealth Builders Worldwide. This is what he taught me. He said, when you have, get this, guys, and somebody ought to type this in the chat room as you hear it. When you have nowhere that you have to be, no one who you have to answer to, and nothing that you have to do, and you still get paid. I'm going to
Mm,
say that again. Nowhere that you have to be, nothing that you have to do, and no one you have to answer to, and you still get paid. That is called freedom. So last time, Brother Supreme X, thank you, brother.
man. And anytime, man, you got to be among greatness, and for for this platform to even see that, and just for y'all to be here. Like when I was introducing Brother Kevin 2X for our show, because Brother Jamil was on we do 3 different type of broadcasts, and we do live streams all the time. Brother Jamil was the first host to our Separation and Independence broadcast, and I said that Kevin 2X is the only person that I have ever let address our team. And we are not connected. Now we are all on Dr. Staggerwall team. May God Allah be pleased with him. May he rest in peace. But we are not on the same lineages. You know what I'm saying? We on 2 different legs, 2 different sides of his team. But I let Kevin, that's the respect and the love that I have for him. He the only person I ever let come and address our team. And that's one of the things you taught I got from you too, Mr. Darko, because I remember you had made a statement one time that you said you wouldn't let your team be trained by anybody. I'm not going to call the name, but because I'm not going to just say the name, but you said it right. And I used to do it, you know what I'm saying, because I watched him and I listened at him. But you said you wouldn't let him train your team. So when you said it, I had to study, and I was like, oh, why is he saying that? So now I'm focused on the map. I'm like, that's why you can't have too many voices talking to your team. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody might say the wrong thing, so you don't want them getting information from everybody everywhere. So we try to keep it as narrow as possible. You know what I'm saying? To keep it as simple as possible so they can stay focused, right? And man, it's just amazing. So I'm just in awe, man. I'm in awe. I didn't, I was surprised. I didn't know Mr. Diaco was coming, man. So this is, y'all helping blow this show up, man. The Future Money, and it's only right that somebody in Caraboss come out with the Future Money show. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. Yes, sir.
That's right. And I'm humbled by that, Brother Supreme, because in the same, in the same interim, I have a Facebook channel, a Team Freedom group. And Brother Supreme is one of the only ones that I allow to post video footage constantly in that group. I police the fact of who I want to post content, in the group. And he is one of the only people that I share that platform with, because I trust his vision. I trust what he talks about when it comes to being dedicated to this brand of Team Freedom, but being on the Caraboss International bandwagon. And I love it. And so, the feelings are mutual for you too, beloved. I mean, for us to be able to be top soldiers in the Nation of Islam and understanding how we need to build our families and be men, be examples, of that free lineage, that free black man in America, understanding that, we our minds have been enlightened. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has put us in a situation to be able to recognize that we need to be dignified black men now. And that comes with a standard that we uphold to make sure that our families and our friends, and that our lifestyles is secure, independent from what's connected out here with these crooked banks. And it starts there, because we can't be the husbands, the fathers, and the brothers that we need to be if we out here chasing what's not even valuable in the first place.
Man,
You know, one of the main things that led me on this journey was the fact that I wanted to help some other people in my entrepreneurship. But see, coming from the streets, I know that a lot of the brothers that are out there in the streets, I can't compete with them making $500 and $1,000 a day. You see what I'm saying? So I wanted to be able to replace what because they just want a lifestyle. They just want to be able to live. They want some of the nicer things that we are programmed every single day behind this the television, which we call the income reducer. You know what I mean? And so when they see all of the programming, the cars, the women, the jewelry, all these things, rappers, all this, that, all they doing is chasing what they see. And so we can't compete with that having a job, because the job has that glass ceiling over top of our head. So wanting to be able to be in an industry where we could teach the power of networking, teach the power of team building, teaching the power of being able to be in a conglomerate where our unity is more powerful than the atomic bomb. We've been divided for too long. And showing people that, look, yeah, you can trust me. That's the biggest thing. And being able to be in an industry by which we don't have that ceiling, and introducing people to that, it was the most, exhilarating thing for me. And the reason why I love building in this type of platform. So thank you so much for having me in here, brother, with you.
Man, like I said, it was just a pleasure, man. I had to have it, had been putting it off because I had got away from calling guests. When we launched the V999, I started bringing the guests on, brother Demi, because Demi helps me out a lot. Me and Demi is real close, real close, just about as close as me and you. I call that brother very dependable, and he helped me with the tech stuff. You know what I'm saying? Demi always give me the good info, what I need this, whether it's flyers, where I need to know videos on how to do this, just trying to make my tech better, you know what I'm saying, and make my stuff more clearer and have it more, because that means something in this day and age, right? So I had to, I wanted to let Demi come on here first, but then you was next, definitely next in line, always. And because of the other broadcast, you probably gonna be coming to the other one because that's all the platform for. So we're just trying to get this content out, because like this currency factor or what we have, it has to be taught in such a clear way. You know what I'm saying? It has to be taught, because a lot of folks don't really understand network marketing. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like they don't understand, they don't even understand affiliate marketing, where you don't even have to produce the product, but you can profit off of a company with their product, which you can't do with a job. It's not that we're against jobs, but we are really teaching real entrepreneurship. We are the real teachers. We are far so surpassed Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, they real teachers, you know what I'm saying? But they don't have a system. They don't have
Well,
a system for the average person to come in and get wealthy. You know what I'm
well let, me,
saying?
let, me, let me let me dumb it down just a little bit for the new person and the person in the back. Let's just say when it's just all about being paid a wage or a commission for your sweat equity, something that really accounts for what you've done. And it just, when we talked a little earlier about what makes sense, right? And so we do it all the time and just don't realize that that's what we're doing. Let me give you a point and make my point. Think about how many of you guys that's listening to my voice that have maybe went to a barbershop, or for you young ladies, a beauty salon, and somebody, a friend, a family member, or a co-worker seen the haircut or seen the hairstyle and said to you simply, who did your hair? Man, who cut your hair? And you tell them and where they do their business. Well, when you share that with them and that person goes out and gets a haircut or a hairstyle, wouldn't it only be right that when that young lady goes and spends $50 on her hair, I don't really know the cost of a woman's hairdo, but she goes and spend $50, if the person that did her hair just simply said, you know what, thank you for sending me that business, here's 5 of the 50. Even if it was just $1, just one. Think about how many times you might have said something about a movie, or you was watching Netflix and they popped on a new movie, a new show that was exciting, or think about how much promoting folks did for Popeye's chicken. Come on, man. The chicken sandwich. And Popeyes ain't send you a dime. Matter of fact, they ain't even send you a coupon for a free sandwich. So wouldn't it only be right that you would just be able to get paid for your recommendation or your marketing? See, right now, most of us are on Facebook. You're streaming this live to a free network of where we all, and folks advertise. But guess what? Mark Zuckerberg making billions. Billions. Wouldn't it only feel right that by the time you put your business, or you posted a place where you went to eat, or whatever the case may be, wouldn't it only be right if they sent you a nickel, a penny, a dollar, a dime?
Every time it happened.
You see? And so this industry that we're in allows us to just be able to get a commission for making that referral marketing, using someone else's network or your own to be able to get paid for goods and services. It just makes sense. It is the fastest way that information travels. See, companies used to, the old way, put billions of dollars away, hundreds of millions of dollars away in a budget to advertise and to market and run commercials. When was the last time you checked on the cost of a commercial for the Super Bowl? Just a 30-second commercial. Companies pay for that spot, for views, for eyeballs to see this my business, and I want you to understand that I'm here. Word of mouth travels faster than that. You see that commercial on the Super Bowl once or twice through the intermission for 30 seconds.
You got to be watching it. You're going to see it if you don't watch it.
You got to be watching it. But see, the way that word of mouth works is because it's coming from a trusted source, a person that you see value in. So when that person recommends this product, this good, or this service, you're more highly likely to try the product, the good, or the service. And so what we do is we tend to turn around and we allow our people, or the companies position us so that we can get a small commission for those referrals. Doesn't that make sense? And see, the thing about it is that the sense it's not that common. Unfortunately, most people don't walk around with the common sense of understanding, I would want to get paid for recommending or telling somebody to go get a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Well, we in this industry, we believe in that word of mouth marketing, and we get paid very handsomely to do that market. And being in Carrot Bars International, the marketing product is gold. I don't have to convince you about the value of gold. Well, some people need it because we still got to unlearn some of the information that has been programmed in our minds. But outside of that, I don't have to convince you about 24 karat pure gold, 999.9. I ain't gotta, our mentor, Mr. Delco, he told a story earlier today on one of our meetings about how, a young lady back in 2014, I believe it was, she was hard for some money. She needed some cash. And so she had at that time some gold that she wanted to liquidate. So he took her to the pawn. I mean, not the pawn. He took her to the precious metal dealer, and asked, what would you be willing to give her for this ounce of gold? Well, at the time, gold was $1,200 an ounce. And because this dealer was in business for a profit, he only offered her $1,100 for it. He wanted to take the $100 profit to himself. She was hard for the money. She wanted the $1,100 and was willing to take it. But Mr. Delco tapped her on the shoulder, said, don't do that. I'll do better. Took her to the parking lot and gave her the $1,200 for her gold. Now, the power in the conversation was when she said, why would you do that for me? Why? I mean, he said, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for myself. He said, I understand what it is that you're liquidating, and it's a give and a take. He said, so I'm going to give you what you need. I'll take the gold. But he showed us that same ounce of gold that he gave or received from her in 2014. And guess what? Today, the value of that same ounce of gold is over $2,000. So who's the winner? I want to ask you the question, what do you think happened to the $1,200 cash within 24 hours that he gave to her?
2
versus
hours. Damn,
him having the ounce of gold today that if need be, he don't even have to liquidate. He could leverage. He can leverage. See, man, I need that to sit in your spirit. See, it's not even about liquidation. When you have a tier 1 asset, you can leverage its value. I want you to think about it. Some people have had the ability of saying, okay, I'm gonna send my child to college. I don't got the money though, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out another mortgage on my house to pay for their college tuition. Well, when you got a house that has that type of value in it, do you sell the house and pay for the tuition? No. You go get another mortgage and take that debt note and pay yourself back. The house is the equity. The house is the product. The house is the value. You don't have to liquidate it. You leverage it. So when you leverage it, gold is the same way. You can leverage gold. Gold is the true asset. You leverage it against, and that's what he did. So what we're trying to do is just show you the simplicity of the platform, not just network marketing, but having a product that is a tier 1 asset. We just want you to, those of you who are listening for the first time, second or third time, just to get it in your mind to understand the seat that we're sitting in, to be able to have that as an opportunity that you can get paid from on a consistent basis. Get back with the person that shared this information with you and ask them for some more information. Ask them how you can question the process and get involved. It's a tier 1 asset. It's gold. We're talking about gold, family. And if you understand the time and what we're living in and where we are right now today, you'll see. Venezuela saw it. They saw when their fiat currency went to trash. What makes you think that other countries out here are not going to see the same thing? Germany saw it twice. And that's why Mr. Harold Sykes put this project in place, because there was a time when he saw with his own eyes 5 grams of gold would purchase you an actual home to live in. And it brought back the economy of the German country. So understand, family, we're sitting at the right place at the right time with a seat at the table, and you could be one of the ones eating off the fruit of the labor. So, man, Supreme, I mean, listen, I appreciate the work that you're doing, brother, getting it out to our people and letting folks know that this is what we got to do. But the vision and the picture of that we're painting is so much bigger than just Karatbars. This is the vehicle. Freedom is the destination, and the ability to do some things that are major beyond that is the byproduct. So get on board, family. Ask your questions, get your questions answered, and don't be of the uninformed. Come on over here to the informed side of what's happening, family. Back to you, Brother Supreme.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Family. So this is the Future Money Show. that we do every Saturday night. And tonight we're going over how to become a new millennium banker. And we have our guest, special guest, a personal brother, a friend of mine, mentor of mine, the CEO of Team Freedom, Bro.Kevin 2X. So man, that's just awesome. And like we've been saying, man, that I checked and calculated, man, that in the last less than 2 years, man, me and my wife have saved almost about $5,000 in gold that just
Yes,
laying in our back office.
yes, sir.
It's just laying in there. You feel what I'm saying? But what folks fail to realize is because yes, you can go and get gold from anywhere that you feel like they got it. You think that's pleasable. You can do that, right? This was in a system that we did not come out of our pocket to get. We get paid in gold.
Yes,
We
sir.
get paid in cash gold, classic gold. We get paid in both of them. Now we finna launch the V999, and now we finna get paid from that and get the gold back after we put it on the blockchain.
Absolutely.
Man, go ahead and touch on the V99, man. Close us out with the V999. This is the future of money, man. Close us out with the V99.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a visual, and it's amazing because for those that understand cryptocurrency, being that it's getting ready to be the wave of the future because everything is turning digital, especially now. I don't know what city you might be in, but my city in Washington, D.C., when you go into stores right now, there are plenty of stores that are only accepting digital transfers of money. And they are letting you know off the break, they don't even give back change. So imagine coming in and paying for something with a $20 bill and that was only $14.99, and the company giving you a gift card or a gift, to buy back in their store the balance of your change. Everything going into a digital, transfer. And so cryptocurrency gives us the ability to do that without no borders, without the decentralized or the centralization of one, central platform trying to make the market. So our V999, we call it the VT9, is set up so that right now we can go in, we can get it, when it hits the platform, there are going to be fees that are attached to its movement. The same way that when you go to a business and you swipe your card, there's a transaction fee that someone is getting paid, whether it's the marketing firm or whatever, the merchant service account or whoever, they charge a fee for that transaction, for that money to move. It's just like when you used to take your money to what was it? Not Wells Fargo. What was the banking system where we used to have to go get a cashier's check if I wanted to send you some money, a money order and all of that. Well, I can't even think of it right now. Western Union. And they charged you to transfer those funds to another location. Well, with cryptocurrency, there's a fee that's attached to moving cryptocurrency. It's minuscule right now, but there's a fee. And what happens is you can get paid from those fees. So our V999 is going to be gold, 1/10 of a gram of gold for each one of those coins. And so when you move that 1/10 of a gram of gold, when folks stabilize their cryptocurrency, because that's the volatility in cryptocurrency, the markets go up and it goes down. When you can put your profits in a coin that has stability in gold, something that's an asset, you got a home run. So here is an example that I like to make. This is 63 $20 bills, but I want you to pay very close attention to the number succession that's here. See how it ends in 87, and then this one ends in 88, and then this one ends in 89. See, sometimes when you go to the bank, you could get very fresh printed. Yeah, I just printed these this morning. Don't tell nobody. But anyway, when you get these currency notes, imagine that they came out of the system like this, and now all of a sudden it was printed with your name on it. This note meant it belongs to you. But now I go to the store and I purchase something at the store, the grocery store, and I give this $20 bill to the cashier. Well, when this cashier, there's a transaction fee. And then the person behind me comes in and spends their money, but then they need change, and the cashier gives them back change, and it goes in their hand. It's a transaction fee. And now that person goes down the street and they spend that same $20 bill at the gas station and get a fill up. That's a transaction fee. Now somebody comes into the gas station and they order a hot dog and some potato chips, and they get change back, and that 20 goes to them. That's a transaction fee.
Mhm.
Our BT 999, each one of those transaction fees could be paid to you if you understand how to position yourself. That's the conversation that we're talking about now, because being able to acquire our cryptocurrency puts us into the game. So our new millennial bankers, the thought process is to be behind the table. We're of the lender now. We're the bank. We hold the bag. We're at the table, getting in on the beginning side of the transactional movement of real money. And that's what this is all about. Our VT 999 is going, our V999, we like to call it VT9, but it's going to be amazing. You got to look out for it. Do your due diligence. Get in position, because we definitely are. I hope that made it real clear.
It did. And one thing about what you just said, right, is that family, when we set up a Karatbars account and we take our cash gold, our classic gold, right? You heard about that, right? Our classic gold, either way, right? Either way, the thought is to get as much. See, we in the system, so all the gold you got in your back office, you can really get rid of it all because you're in the system, right? However, once I convert my classic gold that's in the back office or my cash gold that's in the back office to V99, V999, it's gonna become, I'm gonna trade it for Bitcoin before it can get out there in the market. Because if I hold it, I only gain some when gold go up. So it ain't no different from the actual gold product, right? It ain't like a utility coin like we do have. We just got a lot of options, man. It's just crazy what we dealing with, right? So I'm gonna trade it for Bitcoin, take my Bitcoin and go back to Karatbars and acquire some more gold again with the Bitcoin. Man, I'm done, man. Who the hell is Harold Sykes, man? So we telling y'all about a gold investment to get paid residual income every time that coin move, just like brother just explained. Every time it move, you get paid, but you're gonna trade the V999, put it in the market, get Bitcoin for it, take the Bitcoin back to Karatbars, and go get your gold back.
It's a beautiful thing.
You trade it for another V999, and you still got your gold back. I mean, come on, it's just a whole lot of options. We got next level problems, man. We got this next level problems. That's why we are new millennium bankers, because that what we just said, it probably just went over so many people's head they don't even get it. How I know it's gonna do it don't matter. You're only gonna lose a fee from the transaction. That's it. That's all you putting up at risk. There ain't no risk. It don't matter what the coin do, what it don't do, how many times it don't matter. You will always have it to see. The wealthy always think about what if it worked? What if this happened? Not the negative side of what if. We go ahead and lean with the physical side, the right side, right? The prosperous side. You know what I'm saying? What if this $10,000 turn to $100,000 next year? Not what if this $10,000 go to $1,000? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Think on the positive, family. Think on the wealthy, think on the positive. They always think about what they could make with this, not what it could lose. Because they're sitting around doing nothing anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? Man, go ahead, man. I'm pass back to you, man. Go ahead. Don't get me started, man. But,
I mean,
man,
you got to look at the trend. You got to look at what's happening, regardless. I mean, whether you looking for it or not. I mean, think about it. 30 years ago, folks used to talk on telephones that had wires connected to the wall. And now we move around with a whole communicational device that if you walked out the door without it, you got to go back and get it. I mean, some people will walk out the house without their ID, keys, and the whole nine, will leave your children at home. But your phone, you got to get it and take it with you everywhere you go. And so being able to see how the world has evolved in technology, the next wave to the future, family, is the digital movement of money. And if you're not in the front seat of what's happening, you could take a back seat. It ain't no different than taking a back seat right now where your money's being moved around all over the place without you. You put it in the bank and it goes right out your hands. Or you got it sitting somewhere and they collecting the interest on it, giving you back 0.6%. See, we got to get in front on the other side of it where the money is being moved. And we need to learn that conversation. And most of us don't know how to get a seat at the table. But what Brother Supreme X is doing right now is presenting the information to coach you on how you can get in that building, how you can get to the table, how you can get into the conversation of where the new millennials get ready to go. Being able to have the bank in your hands, being the bank. See, right now we sitting and everybody else is moving our money for us, and we don't know how to get control to be able to capitalize on moving our monies for ourselves. But that's what this conversation is all about. The digital movement of money, which is the next transfer, the next big wealth transfer that's getting ready to take place. You guys open your eyes, Google, do you some research, Bing something, figure it out. I don't know. But you got individuals like Akon that is out here investing millions and millions of dollars building cities over on the continent of Africa that are going to be surrounded by the movement of cryptocurrency. Find out about it. It's called the Acorn. Understand that things is getting ready to happen. Right now, as we speak, there's a city over in Amsterdam where all their digital transactions is in cryptocurrency. It's already happening with or without you. So understand that you could be a part of it, or you can continue sitting on the sideline watching it happen and let it happen to you. One day you'll walk into a McDonald's and they'll ask you how you're going to make your payment. We only accept in Bitcoin. How many times you have ever went into a store and they say we're only taking debit card transactions, but you got a pocket full of cash? What about when your cash don't have that type of
airport? The airport don't let you use no cash in there.
There it is. So now it's already happening. But see, if you're not a traveler, you don't know.
You don't even know that. That was before the pandemic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
Yeah, you can't go to but like when you got to pay for baggage claim, anything like that, you can't use cash. They tell you, send you right over there to the little debit card machine, and you put the funds on that debit card, and they create you a debit card right there on the spot. But you can't even pay for your bag luggage to get on the plane if you took too many. I went through this coming back in and out of Florida and Alabama. I went through this. I know firsthand. You feel what I'm saying? Because I only had the cash. Matter of fact, I don't even think I could take the cash and do nothing with it. I think I had to get my wife on the phone, and she had to do it, get the card for me. Then I gave her cash when I came home or whatever. I can even use the cash. Right. So that been going on. And then I'm from Birmingham. It's a small city, a country compared to a lot of bigger cities, right? But we got multiple stores in the city with Bitcoin ATMs in it.
What do they know that you don't know?
What do they know that we don't know, man? We know, Brother Leon, get on here right now by witness. We know at least 3 of them in the city of Birmingham. And we ain't been to all the stores looking. You know what I'm saying? But it's 3 of them that we know right now, because one up the street from my father's house on Green Spring, they got one. I only seen one dude use it. Many times been in there, I seen one youngster go in there and use it. Right? I seen one youngster go in there and use it. It was one downtown, and then Bro Leon found out he can type. He on YouTube. Bro Leon type in where them ATMs at, them Bitcoin ATMs at, right? You know what I'm saying? He on YouTube. So family, this is what's happening. That's why we created this show. The future of money. It's happening. It's gonna be gold. It's gonna be digital. It's gonna be gold. It's gonna be digital. You just gotta see. Because at one point in time, we didn't have this. We didn't have this in the 80s. The debit card, credit card. And then we got to understand, When your funds is on a debit card or a credit card, that is digital. You just got the opportunity or the ability to go turn it physical. But when they put it on the card, it is digital. Even the currency we get paid in Karatbar, that's digital payments we already get. And we don't never have to go liquidate, go and get the cash. We can just swipe it, swipe it, swipe it, swipe it. We don't never have to have no cash because it's all right here.
Speaking to that point, Brother Supreme, this was a photograph that I took in Las Vegas going to a gas station, and I walked in the window, and this was sitting in the window.
What'd that say?
We buy and sell cryptocurrency inside with a big old Bitcoin in the center.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Wow.
Yeah. And see, what I found out was that Las Vegas is a city where they done already, you got casinos that are already gambling with cryptocurrency. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you come in and you can exchange your money right out of cryptocurrency and gamble with it. You know, stores and gas stations and all of that, they already making and taking payments in cryptocurrency. What is it that they don't know? See, you don't want to be one of the people who turn around and, you know, the revolution just happens to you one day. You know what I'm saying? You go to your bank and you make a deposit and they tell you, oh, we're going to transfer this into Bitcoin onto your debit card. You're like, huh? See, that's what happened to most of us when we used to write checks. Y'all remember when we used to write checks? Maybe I don't know, you got a young audience, bro. Maybe they don't understand when we used to write checks and actually add the balance of checkbook. The bank ain't call you and ask you about mailing you a debit card, a ATM card, or back in that day it was called a Most card. The brand of the machine was Most. You see what I'm saying? I might be dating myself right now, Brother Supreme, but I'm trying to tell you, man, you know, they didn't ask our permission for that transition. Nope. They just went from digitally moving that money. Because think about it, when you used to write a check, you used to have to wait 7 to 10 days for that check to clear.
Yep.
For that money to move, for it to move one hand to another. And now the digital transfer of money is instantaneous. So understand that that we're moving into a technology or an advancement by which millions and billions of dollars will be moved instantly.
It's already doing it because the Federal Reserve ain't doing nothing but inflating it because they just add numbers into the database. They don't really put no currency there. They just add numbers to the database, and then they send out some physical currency to the bank so they can do bilateral trading at the end of the day. We don't even know how this stuff operate, man. These just actual facts, man. We just trying to tell you the future money, these opportunities at your disposal. You see what's going at the bottom of the screen, family. Affiliate marketing opportunity for you. Affiliate marketing opportunity for you. No inventory. No website fees. No monthly fees, family. You can't get that nowhere else, family. I don't care what business you go get in, you're going to pay for a website. You go get in an MLM or another traditional network marketing, family, you're going to pay a monthly fee just for the website. We ain't talking about the product that you got to purchase every month. We just talking about the website fee. Karatbars give us a multi-million-dollar software system, track everything in real time. We got people on our team all over the world. Bro say his team Freedom in 50 countries. Team Fard, we touching up on 10.
Yes, sir.
We touching up on 10. Come on, man. Get with the program. Get with the program, man. So, man, I'm going to let you close it out, man. Let the people know where they can follow you on social media. You know what I'm saying? Let them know where they can follow you on social media.
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, I'm on Instagram under Wouldn't You Like to Know? And you would definitely want to find out the conversation of what we're having. I'm Kevin Thompson on Facebook. And actually, you know, social media is, I mean, you can reach out and just touch me. You know, for somebody that you know that know me can reach out and touch me because they got my direct number. That's how we roll. But, you know, it's you know, right here for our money, you can reach me. And so the thing is, you know, right now, what you want to do is get back with the person that shared this information with you and find out if something that we said triggered a light bulb in your mind, even if it just gave you some type of curiosity. Find out what we talking about, because hey, it might be some video. Mr. Delco said it might change your life. He said it 3 times. This business will change your life. So don't walk away from something that we're telling you can change your life because you don't know. Find out about it, family. Get back with the person that shared this information with you. If it was Brother Supreme, get with him. If I shared it with you, get back with me. If somebody else shared with it, get back with them. Give everybody the fair shake of being able to be the introducer to this information to get the credit where the credit is due. That's how we roll and learn about the future of money. Back to you, brother.
Yes, sir, man. Well, all praise be to Allah. Well, man, thank you, everybody on Facebook. Please, if you haven't did so, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fard Money. You can follow us on Instagram, Fard Money. We on Twitter, Fard Money. And if you're watching on YouTube already, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get notified every time we go live and break this information out. This is one of the few platforms where you're going to find that we are doing shows and broadcasts live. We're not pre-recording nothing. We're doing them live. So any mess up is out there, right? So that's the realness of what we're doing, because we are confident in what we're doing and how we are doing it, family. So we have the inside track to the new money. We have the inside track to the new currency, the new digital currency as well. And if you just want to be an entrepreneur, do something for yourself, you can do that too. We got all of the tools that you need. This is my brother. You know, you seen how he snuck in and brought Mr. Michael Dalco on here. So big shout out to Mr. Michael Dalco for thank you. That was a pleasure and an honor to have him to grace this platform. And you know, and that's the beauty of networking. That's the beauty of networking, right? If I can't get the Michael Dalco straight up, I can get Kevin 2X that can get the Michael Dalco, that can get the Ty Best if need be. But from his standpoint of what he know, I don't have to get to him like that. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever I need or whatever question I need, I got my senior partner, Mr. Quentin Bryan, my sponsor, Mr. Vincent Muhammad, and I can reach him and call him and ask him a question about some stuff, get some juice, get motivation, right? Because we sit down and chop it up and talk about stuff that we could never tell y'all on this live stream, right? So, family, and we also talk over the blockchain. Man, let me get off here, man.
Because we'll be on another stream, brother. Now, what I will say as we close, though, Brother Supreme, I know people might be listening and say, who is this Michael Delco you talk about? What's this? Yada, yada, yada. Go Google the man and go check on YouTube and go listen to some of the conversations that he has had for free. Just take a moment, family. Take a moment and listen to see what's happening. It could change your life. Go check him out. Michael Delco on YouTube. Carrot Bars, Michael Delco. However you want to look at it, you go do the search. It'll lead to our coach, our man, our mentor. That's what you do. That's why we lit up. That's why we excited about him gracing us this evening with some of his time. You know, so, man, I just wanted to leave you with that, Brother Supreme, and I'm cooked.
Man, thank you, man, for joining, man. We're gonna definitely do it again, brother. Like I say, you know, separation, independence, business, and warfare. You probably gonna come to all of the broadcasts, brother. So, you know, just be on the lookout, man. I thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule, brother, with your massive organization. I know this is time consuming, but man, I thank you, man. We are definitely brothers indeed. And this is the power uniting under one common call. Michael Dalco just jumped on here. Y'all see how we talking about him? He's a Christian. We Muslims. But it's nothing but love, nothing but unity. Because in Carabao, your religion, your gender, your background, your sexual preference, none of that matters.
That's right.
Only in this type of business, though. Only in this type of business. None of that matters. Nobody cares about that. We are all coming behind one common cause, and that is to get free from this system of debt. That's why none of that stuff happened. Your only thing that is required is you 18 years or older. And it really don't matter then because your parents get in. they can just let you run it for real, because we can hire our children. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, it's just so much. Let's just get off of here, man. Thank y'all. And we're going to end with a video from Dr. Harold Seiss. Which one did we show at the beginning? Oh, we showed the one with him and Joseph Heights. Now, the one we showed earlier, family, started to show off. Joseph Heights is a multi-billionaire, too. This is the only company on the world that got 2 multi-billionaires back in this program.
That's right. That's a fact.
Visionaries, 2 multi-billionaires. You can go and follow Joseph Heights right now on Instagram. He riding around in the Bugatti, brand new. Jet bought it. Family, listen what we're telling you, family. The merge has happened. Gold Standard Bank, Caraballs International, it has happened, and it is happening, family. Don't listen to the naysayers. And for all you trolls, keep trolling and being broke. You feel what I'm saying? And your YouTube trolls are the worst ones. Keep trolling and being broke, because we got our gold, we got our phone, and we still holding on to the crypto. Everything that Harold Seiss told us, we got it. We still getting paid. We still ain't going to work. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If I'm still sitting here with gold and got another, I just showed them Thursday, brother, or the other day, I think it was Friday. We got gold commission, got gold coming. You feel what I'm saying? No worry. Gold coming, family. Got more gold on the way. No, listen, this is a system and I didn't pay for it. So forget what everybody else talking about. Them just haters that don't want to talk about the Federal Reserve. See, the Federal Reserve got agents. They got detractors. They got haters that they send out, right? Because they know they can't do nothing. So they got to send out some people to distract you to make it look like they real. Because if a person got a problem with Caraballs, they should be making more posts and making more videos talking about who? The Federal Reserve and the international bankers. But you only get that in FardMoney. That's what we talk about. That's what we breaking down, because they are the reason that you don't have any money, not Harold Seiss.
That's right.
So, family, with that being said, family, we're going to let y'all see a video from Harold Seiss, you know, so y'all can get a more of an understanding of this man's vision and what he is trying to accomplish, because it's a wealth problem. It's a wealth distribution problem. It's not a lack of wealth. It's a distribution problem. And Caraballs International is at the center. It is the epic center of correcting this and changing what the Federal Reserve did 107 years ago. Imagine that they've been robbing us for 107 years. Everybody, black, white, green, yellow, it don't matter, family. With that being said, family, we out of here. Here y'all go. Aou, thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
It's about time to get things done. We have the responsibility for ourselves and our kids' future. The question I've been asking myself a lot is, how can a change be made? In the beginning was the thought, and the thought becomes reality. Nothing is more secure than gold. Enterprises, governments, countries trust in gold. So we did only create a new medium of exchange. We also provide you with a tool of secure online transactions. Now is the time for change. Everyone can take a part. Everyone can contribute. Join us. Follow our dream for a better, safe and peaceful and truly wonderful world for everyone.